Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another video. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started today, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We are less than 20 subs away from 500. Let's go ahead and get that final push. On today's video, we'll be talking about Michigan recruiting, and that's massive, major news in terms of in-home visits, who we think Michigan will hold on to, as well as possible flips. All that and more in this video. And I'm upset. Stetson Bennett claiming the Georgia offensive line is better than Michigan's is disrespect. I'm gonna tell him why I'm mad. I'm mad because Georgia quarterback, Heisman Trophy finalist, although he shouldn't be there and Blake Corum should, or at least Hendon Hooker, but that's another story for another day. Stetson Bennett tweeted after the Joe Moore Award finalists were announced for the best offensive line in college football. The two finalists just happened to be Georgia and Michigan, the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in the country. And Stetson had this to say: just turn on the tape. Nothing against Michigan. I'm sure Coach Moore's group had a great year, but just turn on the tape. You'll see a bunch of big, smart athletes playing physical as hell. When we go because of them. Hashtag obvious, hashtag 7 sacks, hashtag dudes with a bunch of gorilla emojis. I understand Stetson stumping for his guys, but at the same time, it's just not the time. It's not the time of the year. There are more important things ahead of you. In fact, we need you guys to beat the other state so that we can beat you. It's important for Michigan to beat Georgia in the national championship. We also have our work cut out for us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not overlooking TCU, but we know what we're here for. We're here for that natty, and we need to go through you. And by you, I mean Georgia. Jair Hill out of Illinois, Kankakee, Illinois. He is the highest ranked recruit left on Michigan's board for the early signing period. Note, I said early signing period, as Nicholas Harbor and Malachi Coleman are both set to decide in the late period. Michigan's co-defensive coordinator, Steve Klinkscale, had an in-home visit with Hill last night, and Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh and defensive coordinator Jesse Minter are scheduled to have an in-home with him Monday. Hill has made it clear he wants to hear Harbaugh's take on NIL. You couple that with Harbaugh needing to win over Hill's mother, and those are likely the key factors in his recruitment. The good news for Michigan is that Harbaugh and Minter get to go on Monday, and that is the day after Illinois head coach Brett Bielema has his in-home with Jair Hill, making Michigan the last taste he will have in his mouth in terms of coaching and in-home visits, which bodes well for Michigan. And the fact that Klinkscale was just at his home for an in-home visit last night, and more Michigan coaches will be there Monday, I think is a good sign for Michigan. I expect Michigan to land Hill, but we will keep an eye on that. Also, speaking of 4 stars in the 2023 class, 4-star edge and Michigan commit Eno Etta was visited by the coaching staff, including Jim Harbaugh, Jesse Minter, and defensive line coach Mike Elston. And that was also last night. And the feeling was that Michigan will keep Etta in the class, but we will also continue to monitor that. As you all may know, Etta was very close friends with recent Michigan decommit and Miami flip, Collins Archiampong. They were very close friends. So I will keep you posted on any developments there. Just make sure you're locked to the channel for more regarding that. Now let's go and move on to some flip candidates. I have 3 flip candidates for Michigan, And that starts with 4-star 2023 tight end, Michigan State commit Brennan Parachek. He's a 6'6", 235-pounder from Dexter, Michigan. He is teammates with Michigan commit Cole Cabana and has recently shown interest in Michigan. This is key and very interesting because Michigan already has 2 tight end commits in its current 2023 class, although it would be hard to pass up a 4-star 6'6" guy who is legit in a consensus 4-star. So we'll keep an eye on that and any developments there as well. Also, 4-star 2023 defensive lineman and Stanford commit Cameron Brandt from Sierra Canyon High School in Chatsworth, California. Michigan has been back in contact with Brandt following the departure of Stanford head coach David Shaw. This is going to be another fight as teams like Texas and OSU are also involved in this recruitment. But this would be a huge get for Michigan if they can pull off this flip from Stanford to Michigan. Another 4-star to look out for is 4-star 2023 defensive back and Florida commit Aaron Gates. I've spoken a few times about Gates here on the channel, so some of you may be familiar with him, but he is at the top of Michigan's nickel board. Michigan's been close to landing Gates for over a year now. They've really been heavy in this recruitment. He did commit to Florida, however, but Michigan never wavered. Harbaugh will have a chance to close with an in-home visit with Gates on Thursday. That should be interesting. I'll keep you posted on that. And we'll end this video with this. Here is a photo of the Michigan offensive line and the soon-to-be 2-time winners, back-to-back winners of the Joe Moore Award for the best offensive lineman. That is the Michigan offensive line. Before I get out of here, make sure you smash that like button. I know he's a Notre Dame fan, but he comments a lot on the channel, and thanks for the support. He has retweeted a couple links for the channel on his Twitter account, which does get some traffic, so thank you for that. Robin's Nest is another guy who's been commenting on the channel of late. Let's Go, another one, and Mike Schuler. So I'll keep it at that this week. Thank you guys all for supporting the channel. Whether you are Michigan fans or not, the channel is the key here, and you guys have been supporting, and I want to highlight you for that. So thank you, and now, until next time, I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. I just don't get that all that Maize.